great convention is when you look at the schedule and you're planning out your day. And no matter where you are on that schedule, there's always something else that you want to do the exact same time. So there's just never a wasted minute. You really choose your path through the convention and really cherish every bit of it. And that's what we did last year. I mean, we went to the Night of the Creeps Q&A and the Dawn of the Dead Q&A and the Nightmare on Elm Street Q&A and the Fright Night. And
I love I tell you what, I love the Fright Night and the Girls of Nightmare, because you know what they said to us? And Heather said this, and we love Heather. Heather said they love Robert, but it was great because that's the first time they've ever done that without Robert, where it's about them, and it was great, and it worked, and we planned that because ordinarily people don't sit in the Q&A just to hear them. They go to hear them and Robert, and mostly Robert. Right. And there's nothing wrong with that because he's Freddy. There's nothing wrong. He's a cool guy, but we like these unique things. Well, wait till this year. We're going to have some people from the haunt industry come in, and we're actually going to be doing a nude body painting contest and show. So there's going to be, I mean, it's done artistically, but it's beautiful to watch. I mean, who wouldn't want to sit there and watch beautiful women be painted up? So
yeah, they can paint Geo.
That's right. Hey, we'll paint Geo. So I mean, there's going to be a more eclectic Q&As this year, all kinds of other stuff that's going to be unique. So much so that what bugs me is I can't sit down and go to the ones I want to go to because I'm working my own show.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there was like that for us last year too. We had like Strebo said, we had some stuff that was overlapping. And one thing I enjoyed about the panels also from the filmmaker's standpoint is just getting to hear like them working with all the different directors, and it was cool to hear, what actors like and what they don't like from directors and all that stuff. I thought that was very useful.
Well, we really try, guys. This is something I've always tried to do. I never tried to overlap Q&As unless I absolutely had to, number one, or seminars. But this year it's grown so much, so there's going to be more overlapping, and I not of the Q&As, but of the seminars, and I can't help it because it's just I've gotten so many people from around the country that want to come into the show to present a program, and some of them are really, really good. I've got some people that were on television that I'm working with that hopefully they're going to make it. They were on Steven Spielberg's On the Lot, so they want to talk about their experiences, and they're one step removed from Steven Spielberg. Talking to him, seeing what where they're going to go in the industry, what's up, and I'm looking to bring in some Oscar-winning producers, hopefully, if they still can make it. And one of them is from a very successful film, in horror, and I'm hoping to do that because I want them to sit there with you guys, and I want you guys to be able to talk to them because I've tried to bend the ear of these producers and these other distributors and big video companies, DVD companies, and try to explain to them, when you go to a film festival / convention, a real juried film festival like we are, you get 500 filmmakers. Mm-hmm. What if the next Quentin Tarantino or the next John Carpenter or Wes Craven comes from our show or a show like ours? That's what it's about. So I've got Emmy Award-winning filmmakers coming back to the show. I've got several New York Times best-selling authors this year that are coming in on their own. Well, what if, guys? Because I know some of these filmmakers are good enough to make it. When they go to Hollywood and they make it big, it could be 5 years from now. They'll come back to the show because we treated them right. And maybe it's a huge film. Maybe they want to premiere it here. Maybe they want to just bring their friends out. Because, we're going after all kinds of people. I mean, you name the big people, we're calling their agents. We want to bring them here. And we always have been fortunate, thanks to all of our fans, to get lucky sometimes and bring in at the last minute some of the most unusual guests. And we love that. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully this year it'll really work. But, So
we've got some great guests so far. The Henry Winkler announcement was fantastic too.
I love him.
Thrilled a lot of people, both horror fans and otherwise, because he is a part of Scream, And, of course, he was the Fonz to everybody.
He is a world icon, but he's also one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life. And you will find that out when you meet him. He will impress you like you wouldn't believe, and he's humble. And he, to me, is the epitome of what everybody should emulate if they're in this industry, period. He is just that way.
Awesome.
So we're excited. We're excited.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones I mentioned when I was looking at the list. I was like, Henry Winkler. So,
yeah,
that was awesome.
Well, I would like to recommend to anyone listening to this podcast, watching the vidcast, that you do go ahead and Ken, if you offer the VIP passes again, that people should take advantage of that.
Yes, we do.
We did that last year and took advantage of every bit of it. It came with free passes to the drive-in, which we took advantage of, and got to meet Corman, and then obviously there was the cocktail party and all the different things. So there was a shirt and DVD, so that was a great package and worth absolutely every penny.
Well, we appreciate that. We really tried, and this year it's going to even be packed with more, so we're really working hard on that. And, that's something we're known for. And I'll tell you, and I'm going to brag about this, we have not raised our prices in 5 years.
Wow.
Except this was the first year. We had to raise them very little bit, but, $5, okay? That was all. Our tables, if a vendor wanted to vend, our tables are the cheapest for our size in the industry. You cannot find cheaper, okay? For artists included, artists and vendors and everybody. We do that because it's important to be fan-friendly and vendor-friendly. I want my vendors and artists to make money. Mm-hmm. I want my filmmakers who sell their DVDs to make money, period. And it's important, and that's why there's another reason why. People ask me, why don't you go to downtown Louisville in the convention center? I said, you want to know why? Because parking. Because I will not allow my fans to spend $28 that they could spend inside buying product, taking it home, and being happy. That's why I do it. Do you want to know why my T-shirts are only $10? Because we can charge $20 like other people. Because we want you to spend the money. We want to make a little bit of money off of it. We don't mind profiting a little bit off of it, try to pay for everything we're doing. But $10 versus $15 and $20. We do everything in a way that's cost conscious. And I dare anybody to say we don't, because you cannot find that we don't. Our VIP passes, went up a little bit as the other tickets, but we've stuffed it with more stuff because we were losing money on our VIP passes. But we offer this year double what we're going to offer last year with the guests, the programming, everything. But it's not just a sell job as much as it is. You guys are a testament to how we try to do things. Dead Pit will tell you. We love them because they will tell you this is their home show, their favorite show that they go to, that they do what they do. We love those guys, and we do what we can to have some of the best Dead Pit events that we can have. This year we're hoping to, we're also going to do something else this year. We're going to have the first Dead Pit Awards. So we're going to have the fans vote on stuff. So basically it's going to be tongue in cheek, but we're going to do it. We're going to give out awards for certain things. So we're working on that now, and it'll be a couple of months for all that's up, and the same with the Cormans. So, it's all for you guys, and I just, hey, we love your all's advice, and we love the fans' advice. Just be fair when you give it. If there's something you don't like, I probably don't like it about my show either. But be nice and be fair. Give constructive criticism. Never have a problem with anything constructive. I listen to you guys so much. But if a person who has some suggestions just says they want a guest, they don't like this, they don't like that, without any constructive criticism, I won't pay attention to those. And, I just delete them because it doesn't help the industry. Because fans that sit at home and don't realize how much money and time goes into this need to grow up. Then there's all the great fans we have that we love that come back. We love them. Man, it's great seeing them. I go to other shows and I see them, and I just love them to death. They're the greatest people to us in the world, and we mean that. They are just the best fans. They're like our front line in the Super Bowl. They protect us, and we love them to death. They defend the show. They love what we do, and we always will. And that's why we have, we try to have the reputation we have in the community. We're straight shooters. We do not. You will never see us criticizing other shows on Facebook. We don't believe in being negative on Facebook. We think that's immature. We think that it's fine if you've got 5, 10 friends, or you only got your closest friends, but when you go public with it and you got 3,000 people, that's not what you do. It's like Mutanville. You guys did a great job. We thought what you did was exceedingly professional, the way it should be, and we hope to see more of you guys. We hope to see you guys interview other people around and doing the same great job. But it's teams like you that we love having at our show, and that we don't mind working extra special arrangements out with over time that helps people out. So it's one of those things like, if you're doing the podcasting this year and you decide to, because you're in advertising and your media, because you want to help do some sponsorship, so we give you discounts on tickets because of that and other things we do. Or you get free things or free tickets, or, for sponsors that do stuff for us or otherwise. But we explain to people, you got to earn it. You can't just say, prime example, you guys paid for your way in last year. Okay?
Yep. Right.
You never asked for a dime.
Nope.
We just talked to you about coming. We'd like to be able to, help do some things. That way, if you had a table to get interviews, to make it easy for you, you don't have to sit at it the whole time. We can work out a discount, for your tickets, for you to get whatever you want. Do you know how many people who we've never heard of email us for press passes as if they're somebody, and we've never heard of them? And the first thing I will tell them is, if I've never heard of you and my clients, my fans have never heard of you, until they hear of you, I'm not giving you nothing. You pay your way, and if you want to get an interview, you got to stand in line like everybody else, because here's something that people don't understand. I only allow approved media to do certain interviews on people. And I had to throw somebody out last year. And he got offended about it. And he didn't know that I was the owner of the show, and I said, I'm the owner of the show, and he got very upset, and they became belligerent. And I just said, well, here's my security. They'll be glad to escort you out. And they rescinded what they were saying. And I tried to explain to them is that I don't have a problem with anyone doing good interviews. My problem is that I own the show. I own every likeness of the show, just like you own Mutanville, okay? Mm-hmm. And all I ever asked from anybody was, please send me the file so I can mark it for our show on there and mark it for our show. Put simple stuff up. When certain people don't send me that, they don't get permission to put it up. I mean, I've taken stuff down from YouTube because of some people. And it was just a simple letter. Hey, I own this. Please take it down. If you don't, I'd email YouTube. If you don't take it down, I'm going to send a letter to my attorney. It comes down within an hour or two. And it's not being bad. It's just everybody and their mother that sticks a microphone in someone's face is not a real journalist or a real podcaster or a real help to our industry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you guys are positive for the industry. You are great at what you do. You help our industry. And I want to encourage people like you. But I will not encourage people that think they can steal from somebody else's hard work and money and effort and not be on the approved list. And we tell people, if you're caught, we will kick you out unless just get on the approved list. If we okay you, you get to go on one section. We put you in we get people, you can go to their table if they want you to go to the table, or you go to the media room and you can interview 5 people within 15 minutes. So you get 5 interviews real fast, which is greater because it looks better when you do 2-minute videos.